Meryl, this place is fabulous.
I know, isn't it beautiful? That's why I brought you here.
Yeah.
Really, really nice place.
Yeah, there's so many choices.
And no matter where you go, wherever you're going to eat out at a restaurant, you can always find something healthy to pick off of a menu. And it's always important to ask your server, what's in the food, right, Hillary?
Yes, I'm a server, so we always try to offer better options to people. Like instead of French fries, having vegetables or fruit or sliced tomatoes. So usually every restaurant has a different choice that you can have. That's a better option.
And I'm just a professional eater. That's what I like to do.
So ladies, I have a special lunch guest for you this afternoon. She's a successful, busy woman who finds herself traveling a lot, but still manages to maintain her healthy eating on the go while she's out. So I'd like you to welcome Elise Donahue, the CEO of the South Beach Diet.
Hi.
Hi.
So nice
Hi,
to
good to
meet
see
you.
You
Thank you
too.
for having me. I have been following your progress on this transformation, and you guys are doing great.
Thank you. We're
Really,
feeling
you look
great.
terrific. I don't know if you know this, but even though I live a healthy lifestyle, I've been doing this transformation right alongside with you.
Wow.
And I'm happy to report I've lost 15 pounds and 2 pant sizes.
Wow. Awesome.
I am so excited.
Yes.
So how has the weight loss changed you?
I think, Victoria, the best thing that I've noticed is that I have a lot more energy. And I think it's because I've just lost 15 pounds. I feel like I have a skip in my step now.
We can definitely relate with that.
Right?
And better food options give you like a better attitude, and your overall, you just feel healthier.
You know, you're so right. It all starts with a positive attitude, for sure. Once we get one thing right in our life, have you noticed how everything else keeps
Trickles.
flowing in a positive manner?
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the portion size and that little things that South Beach has taught us that does make a big difference.
Excellent. And today, while we're eating, we can take a look at the menu and make some healthy choices today.
Good. Yay, I'm excited.
So let's take a look at the menu. The first thing I do when I'm in a restaurant is I go to the section that's either called appetizer or small plates. Here they call it small plates. The rock shrimp salsa, that looks interesting. Shrimp is always a good choice because it's filled with protein, but we'll have to ask the waiter how that's prepared. And then another thing that's great is look at the soups, because soups fill you up. So we'll ask the waiter, though, if it's a cream-based or if it's a broth-based soup. We'll ask them about those two dishes, okay?
Good afternoon, ladies. I heard you had some questions on the menu this afternoon.
Hi, Mitchell. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Your menu looks great. We've been looking it over, and we have a couple questions. So on the rock shrimp salsa, how is that prepared?
It's a sautéed rock shrimp. We use olive oil, no seasonings, and it's with our house-made pico de gallo. It's chopped tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and lime juice.
And is there bread with that?
Excuse me?
Is there bread with that or no?
Yes, there is bread. It's toasted bread points.
Okay, so the shrimp part is perfect. That's what we're going to order. But instead of the bread, can you slice up some cucumbers and we'll use that to get the dip instead of bread?
Absolutely, we can do that for you.
Then the other thing that I always look at is I look for a soup, because the soup is going to keep us feeling fuller. So a question, on your seafood soup, is that broth-based or is that cream-based?
It is a tomato base.
Okay, perfect. So when we hear tomato base, we know that's a good thing. So we can go ahead and order that, and it's packed with fish. Just what we need. So we'll take the rock shrimp for the table, and then we'll each have some seafood soup.
Excellent. Absolutely. Enjoy. My pleasure.
Thank you. So Elise, I see that you're really on it. Great job. Great job.
Thank you. You know, it's tough. I'm very busy. I travel a lot. I'm usually running airport to airport, meeting to meeting. But that's no excuse. There is always a way to eat in a healthy way. And really what I have found during this whole time that we've been doing the transformation is the number one thing we have to remember is that we have to prioritize ourselves. It's easy for us to fall into the trap of thinking that everything's more important. Our husband needs us, our kids need us, a colleague at work needs us, our parents need us. That's all great, but to be the best that we can be for them, we have to prioritize ourselves. So that's what we're gonna do today by making good, healthy choices.
It's so important to put yourself first because your surroundings reflect that. And people want to be around you when you're happier. And a lot of people always put other people first. So, and just changing the way you eat, it makes everything happier. I mean, from people around you to yourself.
Have you noticed during this transformation that you are actually a happier person now?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Me
This
too.
has forced us to put ourselves first, you know?
Exactly.
And having children and a husband, you're so used to putting everybody else first that now when you're like, wow, wait a minute, this actually feels kind of nice to prioritize myself, you know, to be on the list of things to do first.
Exactly. So
You
let's
know?
keep that going. Let's continue to make ourselves a priority.
I agree.
And when you put yourself first, then you really have the energy for other people. Then you can put your
Yes.
time and energy
Absolutely.
into other people.
And the balance of eating healthy, I feel like it balances us out because women are such in a spiral. It kind of, when you eat healthy, everything seems to, it's crazy how everything flows
trickles.
much better and doesn't cause depression or any other things that a lot of women suffer with.
And life is just so busy. Don't you find that you're always in a stress mode or in a hurry? We just need to slow down a little bit so that we can take the time, like you said, Meryl, to fuel our body with the right things so that we have the energy and we have this positive attitude.
Right.
Yeah. Those appetizers and soup, that was a great start. Let's take a look now at the menu and let's pick our main dishes. So when I'm looking at main dishes, I like to start with a salad because we want to get our veggies in. Look at the spa salad right here. This is interesting. It has greens and berries. That's great. Candied pecans, no. We're going to want to take those off. We don't need that. That's wasted calories. Cheese and vinaigrette, perfect. Now, if we want to eat that as a main dish, we should put chicken on it.
Okay.
But if you would rather move on and just keep that as a salad and then go on to a main dish, let's take a look. Salmon. Okay, salmon. Great choice, and I see an added benefit here. Not only is it salmon, which is high in protein, good fatty acid, omega-3 fats, quinoa, perfect. Have you guys had quinoa?
Yes.
Very great source of protein. So salmon and quinoa, perfect.
And very
then
satisfying.
also satisfying, yes, leaves you feeling full. And then skirt steak, yum. Ditch the fries, we don't want that, but look, it comes with black beans. So what we can do is we can take the quinoa from the salmon if we want, take the quinoa, put it with the skirt steak and get the beans. Those are the choices I would recommend. And what are you thinking, Meryl?
I think looking at the Bonaventure Cobb salad minus the bacon, and you know this is especially good because the avocado in there not only has good fatty acids in it and good fats, but also really good for women because it builds blood with iron and copper. So something to think about from the nutrient standpoint.
Okay, good.
Ladies, have we decided on the main entrees for this afternoon?
We have.
So I'm going to have the Cobb salad, no bacon, please.
Okay, no bacon?
May I please have the salmon? I love salmon. And the quinoa, excellent. I would like to have that, please.
Very nice choice.
Going to have the gaucho steak,
Okay, how would you like the steak cooked today?
medium, and instead of fries, can I have quinoa?
Absolutely, that's a good idea.
Excellent.
You're welcome. And for you?
Can I do the natural Angus burger, but can I get it without the bun, and without ketchup, and without fries? But can I get vegetables on the side?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sounds
You're
good.
welcome.
Oh, and Mitchell, one more thing. Can
Yes.
I get my dressing on the side, please, not on the salad?
Dressing on the side, we can do that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd
Okay.
like to have the spinach with crab salad.
Okay.
And what dressing is that served with?
That's our champagne vinaigrette.
Can I have that on the side, but as well oil and vinegar?
Absolutely, we can
And
do
is
that
it
for you.
balsamic vinegar or what kind of vinegar?
We have a red wine vinegar and we have balsamic vinegar, whichever you prefer.
Okay, the red wine vinegar.
Red wine? Okay.
And may I please have the spa salad, but none of the candied pecans, please, and the dressing on the side.
Okay.
And if it's possible to get some salmon on top, please.
Add salmon for the salad,
Yes,
dressing on the
please.
side, no candied pecans?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ladies, food should be out shortly.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
You're
very
welcome.
much. So what we learned here today is you don't have to go with exactly what's on the menu. Look over the whole menu and you can mix and match. Make your own healthy meal. Make it your own. Make it Deborah's meal. Okay?
Absolutely. I never really thought about doing that much before, but I can see that it's the best way to go.
It is a way to go because you get what you really love to eat and you're making a healthier choice.
Right.
Right? All you have to do is ask.
Exactly. Let's take a pledge. Let's make a decision that we're going to take 5 minutes every morning and thank ourselves for being as great as we are. Think about the day before, something great that happened, and say, wow, I'm great. Let's do it.
I like that.
I like it too.
So ladies, remember what we say at South Beach Diet. It's all about eating the food you love and loving the food you eat. So let's do it. Cheers.
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 Let's dig in.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have a fork.
Grace, my dear Grace.
It's so fun going out to lunch with girlfriends.
It is.
Isn't it fun?
No, really, it is really fun to
It
go
is. I
out
don't
with
do it
girls
enough.
and just
I think it's
I really
important for women to just like chat with each other and
exactly.
I wish the quinoa I made tasted that good. That is good.
Yeah, I'm not really great at making it. That's the other thing I need to.
I have a couple of recipes too I can give you. It's so easy.